Republican Senator Lindsey Graham has been making the rounds in conservative media, touting Donald Trump's assault on Iran, even as it rains black acid on them from all the smoke, from all the bombing we're doing. But Lindsey Graham on Sunday on Maria Bartiromo's show on Fox said that the $1 billion per day price tag of this assault was the best money the United States had ever spent. Now, Lindsey Graham said that to an audience that can't afford to buy food, to an audience that is reeling from the increase in the cost of gasoline. They can't afford health care. They can't afford basic necessities. Meanwhile, the government's blowing $1 billion a day while telling us we can't afford to give you anything or help you in any way. And Lindsey Graham says it's the best money we've ever spent. Here's how that conversation went. Bartiromo asked, $1 billion a day, oil prices up 27% in a week. The president wants a $1.5 trillion defense budget. The Pentagon wants an extra $50 billion for these strikes. How are you going to answer? To her credit, that's a great question. That is absolutely a great factual question. And Lindsey Graham, big old tough guy Lindsey Graham, didn't hesitate when he answered, best money ever spent. What's it worth to America to take down a religious Nazi regime who's trying to build a nuclear weapon to deliver to America? That's a really good investment. Donald Trump is resetting the world in a way nobody could have dreamed of a year ago. Our military is the best of all time. Iran is going down, and Cuba's next, he says, hungry for more war. Best money ever spent. How about you go out there? I mean, you're from South Carolina. There's a lot of farms in South Carolina that are struggling right now. How about you go out there, not in video form, not at a town hall. You walk to those people's farms. You knock on their door. These people with the foreclosure notices in their hands, the past due bills sitting on the table by the front door. And you look them in the eyes, you war hawk, overcompensating for something we all see as clear as day. And you tell them this is the best money ever spent. Or better yet, Lindsey, you have a military background. You served as a JAG officer in Europe for 4 years in the 1980s. You never saw combat experience, but you were in the military. Let's send you to the front lines. American service members are being killed. And those numbers are beginning to increase and become a little bit more frequent. So we're losing American lives. We're wasting $1 billion a day on something we didn't need to spend $1 on. Iran was not building a nuclear weapon to deliver to the United States of America. Their uranium enrichment is only at most 60%. And that's after decades of, scientific developments. You got to get to 90 before it could even be usable in a nuclear weapon. The United States has over 3,000, almost 4,000 active nuclear weapons ready to deploy. Iran was not going to attempt to nuke the United States. But if you're so hell-bent on going over there and killing some Iranians and then some Cubans next, dust off your old uniform, put it on, grab a gun, and you go be the front lines. You go be the pawn in Donald Trump's dementia war. Lindsey Graham, I don't think, has ever met a country he doesn't want to bomb. And as I had said, this is a man that is very obviously overcompensating. And every single one of us fully understands what that man is, in fact, overcompensating for. It's probably one of the biggest open secrets in Washington, D.C. Hell, maybe the biggest open secret in all of the United States of America. So, Lindsey, if you're not willing to come clean to yourself about who you really are, then get that uniform out, pick up a weapon, and you go be the one to fight these wars that you think will desperately prove you're a real man. Have you, or someone you know, ever had your identity stolen, been a victim of fraud, or been hacked, scammed, doxxed? How does it make you feel that so much of your information is available for anyone to purchase? That's why I recommend today's sponsor, Aura, to my family and friends. Aura protects your privacy by identifying data brokers who are selling your information. Aura takes care of the hard part, automatically removing your information from these sites and, most importantly, keeping it off. There are a lot of services that offer this too, but none of them offer as many features as Aura and for the same price. Aura is all-in-one digital security. You may already have a digital security tool, but not having Aura is like leaving the front door locked, but then leaving the back door wide open. You get alerts if your personal information is found on the dark web. They provide real-time fraud alerts for both credit and banking. They have 24/7 monitoring to help keep your identity secure. They provide a secure VPN, antivirus, password manager, you name it. And they have US-based support available around the clock if something does go wrong. And if anything does happen, Aura includes $5 million in identity theft insurance protection. And they have US fraud experts that are ready to help you 24/7. It's one app that provides every layer of protection. I don't want to leave myself vulnerable online, and you shouldn't either. And that's why I personally use Aura. Try it for yourself. Go to aura.com/Farron to try 14 days for free. That's enough time for Aura to start scrubbing your personal information off these data broker sites without you having to lift a finger.